work down here. We need a lot of help, right? And so, like, even like as I'm driving, and some people be driving and cutting you off or just doing stupid stuff. It's like they gotta poop real bad, or you know, they're late. Maybe they're always late, and they're scared they're gonna be late, and they're probably already running late, right? And the reason why they're going through that, you know, and that, or it could be their ego. They just don't want you in front of them for some reason. They want to be first, right? And it comes from their thoughts. And so what it comes down to is that whole mind, body, spirit, and the alignment. They talk about everything has to be in alignment. And we never understood what any of it meant. They never explained any of it. But it is just that what we see in our mind, what we feel in our heart, and, you know, what we know, basically, is what we will create, right? Outside of us, as we go forward and do the steps necessary to make those outcomes. But what we constantly do is diminish any hope of that happening by accepting the lesser. So it's like, we may have a grand idea, something really big that you want to have happen, but then in your heart you're like, yeah, but that's not really for me. I never win. I never get the good things. That's something, and you basically see at that moment a different outcome of you losing, right? But you're maybe okay still, but you just don't get that. You don't win that, or you don't succeed in that, right? And so that's what you live through. And so people are so used to diminishing any hope of their good thing happening that they're constantly living out. We are constantly living out all these worst case scenarios that, you know, we live through reluctantly and maybe wishing we weren't, but it's certainly not our best outcome. It's not the greatest good for us and all that, the greatest good for the people around us, the greatest good as you think of God, right? It's like the good for all, kind of. I don't know if that's really what God is, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Is like synergy, a synergistic view of life. Like the choice you make should be the choice that's good for everyone around, right? Not just you. Something that's a betterment for everyone. And that's kind of when we're in the God frequency, right? A synergistic view of things. So as we live out this view of, you know, I'm not good enough for that. I can't have that. That's not for me. We're going to be living that outcome, right? So then as you're going to work and you're like, oh God, I hope I'm not late. I hope I'm not late again because I'm going to get fired. Oh God, look at that. I'm already late. Well, it's because you're creating that frequency. You're already in the vibe of late. You're already bringing it to existence. You're already speaking it, fearing it, feeling it. You're already there, man. You're already fearing that that's what's going to happen. So you are creating that very outcome. And, or, you know, I hope this day doesn't just suck. Hope my drive home doesn't suck. And then you have like this overpowering diarrhea. That's why you're driving around having to poop and cut people off and drive like an idiot, right? All of that. Or your ego's been bruised out there because you keep thinking about, why do people piss on me? Why is everybody mean to me? That's the frequency you're in. So that's what you're going to live out. And so if they had told us that life was about mind, body, spirit alignment, and that's what it means to be in alignment, then these things, these everyday things would be a lot easier. If we knew when we were going to prayer that what we were trying to do was align our thoughts with our body and our mind, getting excited about the vision we see, and then going out there and knowing, not letting anything cut you down. That's my vision. That's what I'm doing. As the day goes and things start shutting in front of you, it's like, see, you're going to be late. There's the train. No, I ain't going to be late. It ain't going to impact me. I'm good. This is the vibe I'm on, is that I'm good. Going to have a good day. not gonna be late, or not even gonna think about being late, but just gonna have a good day. Everything's gonna work out great. And when you're in that vibe, then that's what will roll out. Even if you're driving behind slow old me, you're gonna make it on time. You're not gonna have to poo your pants, whatever it is that's going on out there. So the reason we are in the situation we're in is because this is the situation we are thinking about, good or bad, right? And if we knew a long time ago, I mean, before we were even growing up, before we were even taught, if we knew that life was just a mind, body, power source, right? And maybe that's why. Maybe they muted down these little kids that were just too smart for their own good. And I don't know. Who knows? But that's where we're at. And that's why we're where we're at, right? So mind, body, spirit, mind, body, soul, mind, body, whatever manifests. That's what it comes down to. So as you're doing your day, first things first, you know, you're going to give yourself all the kudos. I'm going to have a great day. It's going to be a good day. Maybe do that like warrior cry at the beginning, just a little shout or something like a woohoo, you know, and get your day going. Stay in that frequency. Stay in that winning frequency of woohoo. And that's how we're going to do this. That's how we're going to like flip this ship around. All right. Love you. Have fun with it. Bye now.